What is up, everyone? Hope everyone's doing great. Let's fix some of my music I got going on. I got two different kinds of music going on at the moment. Let's see. Oh, there we go. We got our like late night music stuff going on right now. You know, when I was late starting to stream because I don't know what's wrong with my webcam, but every time I turn off OBS, I have to go back and reconfigure the whole thing. It makes no sense whatsoever. But I was going to start the show with a live reaction to the Tetris trailer. Yeah, the Tetris is getting a movie on Apple TV. It's not based off the game, it's based off the story of the game, like how the game became to be. It looked pretty cool. There was no Phil Adams. Big surprise. You guys remember that? With Phil Adams with the whole Amico Chameleon Finasco that he's been involved with. He supposedly helped get Tetris over to the States. He's not in the movie. Just saying. Again, I want to thank everyone for jumping on the stream. We're going to play some Neo Geo. We're going to play some Switch. Play a bunch of crazy little stuff. Let me get my chat up. Alright, so I downloaded, because I didn't feel like hooking up the Pi today. I didn't feel like going through all that. I was like, you know, I'm just gonna, I had a little bit of extra credit on the Nintendo eShop. I'm like, I'm gonna buy Metal Slug 4 because I had a poll on Twitter. Like, what platform do you guys want to see me stream? And a lot of folks were like, hey, we want to see Neo Geo. I had Neo Geo, I believe SNES, and PC Engine. Three fantastic consoles. But anyway, let's get into the game. Alright, so this little game right here, little Gator game, I haven't played that yet. I've been wanting to. It looks so good. It looks like such a nice little game. So, okay. Let's get in some. But yeah, I was going to do a live reaction to the Tetris trailer, but I was too scared I'd get demonetized. So I decided not to. You know, adjust my camera a little bit too. Cause like I said, I had to redo that whole thing here, and that was really okay. Play some Metal Slug, guys. This is from the Arcade Archives. You guys can hear music. I don't hear it. Oh man. I've been messing with the OBS, doing so much like little stuff here and there. Okay, we're just trying to make sure you guys can hear it. Oh, I didn't mean to pick Trevor. Trevor got picked for me. All right. I usually get the chick with the glasses. That's usually who I get. Oh, well. Let's go. Absolutely love Metal Slug. But I have to admit, I don't... You know, it's funny because I've played all the Metal Slugs, but I never sat down and actually played all the Metal Slugs. I'd like play a couple of stages and then jump to another one and go somewhere else. Yeah. Just like Contra, this is like a one-hit kill. Getting messages. I swear. I'm telling you, it never fails, folks. You're like, hey, about to go live. And right when you go live, people start messaging on social media. jump in. Just jump in and tell me. I don't even know how many stages Metal Slug has. Cool. I don't really want that. I didn't really want the rocket launcher. I'm not really a big fan. What's that over there? I like the heavy machine gun. That's like my favorite. That's my favorite weapon on this one, or on any of the Metal Slug games. Like, you can't go wrong with the heavy machine gun. It always makes me think of like Tom Hanks from like Castaway. Every time I play Metal Slug now, I always think of Tom Hanks. All right, I'm riding shotgun. With a shotgun, not really. Don't have that. Yeah, heavy machine gun. Go. Help me out. They really want me to have the rocket launcher, but okay. Oh man, get all that chicken. All that chicken. I had some chicken tonight, actually. I had some watermelon too. I had some chicken and rice. I mean, it was all seasoned. Delicious. Trying to catch up on the chat. Pull my chat back up because I'm starting to get some folks jumping in here. Oh yeah, Metal Slug is like my go-to. Like, I'm actually doing a review of the Ambernick 280V. And when I got that handheld, that was one of the first games I wanted to play. And the reason why is you're even seeing it in this one, because this is on Switch, but it still has like some slowdown. Like, Metal Slug has so much going on that it does have some like natural like frame drops. Kind of unfortunate. Blazing Star is pretty good too. What was the was it like Little Blue or something like that? It was like a platformer. Something blue. There's a platformer on the Neo Geo that was a lot of fun. Now I'm not talking about Spin Master or Top Spin, that game you play as the kid with the yo-yo. That one's also really good. I almost decided to stream that, but I was like, nah man, I want to do some Metal Slug, even though I'm doing absolutely horrible right now. But I want to. Oops. God. The button placement in this game's weird. Like, I try to get used to these arcade archives because it's like you can't press start because then he pulls up the emulation menu. You have to hit the shoulder buttons, but I forget the order sometimes. Throwing some grenades. Yeah, I got the I'm pretty sure you don't mean the Neo Geo X. Remember that, the Neo Geo X Gold? I had that, and oh my gosh, the best thing about that thing was the joystick, Neo Geo joystick. But even like the Neo Geo purists were like, oh, this thing's trash. But I did like the joystick, but the emulation was a little off. It had a clicky. It had a clicky joystick like the Neo Geo Pocket Color, unlike the mini like arcade unit. That it didn't have to click to it, but it is what it is. I'm just glad there's like so many ways that you can play Neo Geo now. I mean, like, who would have thought, back in the 90s when the console was just so expensive? Like, dude, don't worry. Like, in 20 years, you can play on everything. Install it on your smart refrigerator. But like, what? Why would I want to push and start? Damn it! Why would I want to play video games? Why not? Windows base or Android base, I always put a copy of Super Mario World on it. If I can access the App Store or sideload it, yeah, I'm putting Super Mario World on there all day. I don't care what it is.
Mission 2, start.
Oh. I remember the ports of Metal Slug were really good on the OG Xbox. I do have on the OG Xbox, I have Metal Slug 3. I'll be honest, I haven't hooked up my OG Xbox in so long, I'm kind of scared that it doesn't work anymore. You guys ever get that way? Good, yeah, I was getting worried. Well, I had some technical issues, so you jumped right in the good time because I was trying to start it and my configurations was messed up. I forgot to plug in the Ethernet cable, and what was stupid is I did so much prepping all day today. I had the most productive doing nothing day. I loved it. I got so much that I wanted to get done, but at the same time I did absolutely nothing. Jump back in. Whatever happened to that Metal Slug RTS game? Like, whatever happened to that? Yeah, my Xbox. My Xbox, I am really not sure. I mean, it could work well. It could work at least as well as a DK Oldies console. Man, I'd hate to have that job. Let's get that right. I remember when I worked at Babbage's, and people would come in and trade their consoles, and they'd be like, gross. Like, I remember one time I actually turned down a PS2, a fat PS2, which by then they weren't getting much for them anyway, because by then, like, the PlayStation 3 was out, and Xbox 360 and all that stuff, and it was a fat PS2. It wasn't like slim or anything, but they put it on the counter and it looked dusty. Like, it looked like it needed some tender love and care, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have to clean it off and blah 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 before I shrink wrap it. And a freaking roach climbed out of the CD tray when we opened it, because we were smart. We would always check all 3 discs of the PS2, and that would piss a lot of people off, because some people you could tell they went to like all these other stores and they did it, and they were just hoping, maybe check it. Did. Collectible is vintage. But yeah, that thing was gross. And I remember there was like these fucking dirty people would always come in, and like this dirty family. Like, the whole family was just like literally dirty. Like, they literally had dirt on them. And I remember it always stink. But I'm not trying to make fun of them, but I do remember when they would leave, I would have to go back and fix all the fucking games. That's one of the reasons why when I had a game collection, I didn't have an alphabetical order. Everyone's like, oh, why don't you have an alphabetical order? That's what I did for like 4 years. But in that PS2 section, let me tell you, advertising a PS2 section sucks. But anyway, I digress. I picked up the game, and it was so greasy it slipped out of my hand. It fell out of my hand like a floppy fish. What is this, Breakout? You saw how the power-up's like bouncing everywhere. I'm like, what's going on here? But yeah, that was never fun. I looking back, it wasn't the best. It wasn't the coolest job. Done way worse. But I'm glad I don't work in a video game store. If I worked in a video game store, I probably wouldn't be playing video games because it was just messed up. And you know, of course, the whole like, oh, a lot of people when they buy from GameStop, one of the biggest concerns, and rightfully so, is the new games being open and being sold as new. It, you know, like, do anybody actually talk about why they're open? I've never seen like one person be like, well, this is why they do it. I'll tell you why they do it. The employees open up the games and play them. Why? So they know what the hell they're talking about when they're selling stuff. That doesn't mean they should sell it brand new once they open it. Once they open it, and if anything, they shouldn't be opening like more than one copy. Just like one copy is passed around the employees. But yeah, I remember. I remember just ruining people's days with their trade credit because they'd come in with like all these fucking games. Like I'm talking like 50, 30 games, and like they would all be like sports titles. You know, it'd be like Madden. Let's see, this was like 2005, 2006. It'd be like Madden 03, Madden 01, Madden 04. They were trading it all in so they get Madden 08. But yeah, I always felt bad, especially if it was a little kid. I always felt bad because I was that kid once and I knew how much that sucked. I remember bringing in games thinking I'd at least be able to get a new game, not be able to get shit. That always sucked. So I always feel bad when it was the kids, you know, because they probably didn't want to get rid of their games to begin with. They're probably like, you know, I don't want to get rid of these games. Their parents are like, oh, I'm not buying you any more games until you do something about them, you know. But they're thinking, you know, I really like these games, but I don't really want to trade them in. But man, I really want a copy of Tomb Raider 3. That's actually how I got my copy of Symphony of the Night. There was like it was probably like 10 or 11. Trading in some games. And at that time, we actually stopped taking PlayStation 1 games. And I told him and his mom was there, and I'm like, yo, I'm about to go on my lunch break, maybe in the food court, give you $25 for that game. The game went for a lot more than that. But dude, kid didn't care. Kid was like, man, that's $25. I remember my employee was like, I hate you. My employee was so pissed because he was like, man, you got Symphony of the Night. Because at one time, Symphony of the Night was not a common game. I wouldn't say it was rare, but it was getting kind of up there. Oh, you want to talk about ruining happiness? I felt bad. I felt bad about the trades, but I didn't feel bad about telling the kids I couldn't sell them Grand Theft Auto. Because it was always the same scenario. Every time. I'd tell the kid, can't sell you this game. You're going to have to bring your parent in. Parent comes in, and the parent's like always like super mad at me. Because, you know, the kid's probably like interrupting them like across the mall, like, because we were like right across from like Victoria's Secrets or something. So they go in there, and their mom's trying to buy something. And they're like, oh, this guy won't sell me a video game. I want you to sell this game to my son. Well, ma'am, that's rated M. And I would start going over everything that made the game rated M for mature. I'd be like, yeah, you know, it's got this, that, and the other. And you know what's funny is like the cussing and sexual themes didn't really get on them. It's when I mentioned drug use. That's when they pulled the hard stop, man. And I'm telling you, if those kids had like telekinesis, like Carrie from like Stephen King, if they had those kind of abilities, I'd be in third-degree burns right now, dude. Like, those kids were so mad. It serves them right for being little shits, man. Like, it's literally illegal sell a M for mature rated game to like a minor. It's crazy. Like the same felony as selling them cigarettes. At least that's what my manager told me. I never wanted to find out. I didn't want to get fired because some kid wanted to buy Grand Theft Auto Vice City. This is a hard boss. Yeah, I'm just gonna ban some nades. There it goes. Oh, I think I got it. Rocket. Holy, slow down, Batman. Dude, this is why, like, I never feel bad. Or no, I don't feel. What am I talking about? This is why, like, when I'm talking to people about frame rate. And you'll talk to some gamers and they're just like, I don't care about frame rate. It's not about frame rate, it's about gameplay. Like, frame rate is gameplay. Like, when you see this game slow down, like, that's not nice. Like, I like games with constant frame rate. It's not saying this is bad. It's an older game and it is what it is. I mean, it's not game breaking, no pun intended. But it's definitely not, it definitely kind of sucks. It kind of takes the immersion out of it. Hey Bio, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. I was just talking about working at Babbage's, aka GameStop. Back then it was Babbage's, which this is a funny story too. The mall I worked at, we had a EB Games or electronic boutique, and we had Babbage's. Now, both stores at one time were rivals before GameStop did the acquisition and bought both of them. So there was a time that we were rivals, man. Like, we were on different sides of the wing. And, like, I remember the Halo 2 midnight release. Like, we were all, like, we were in a competition with EB Games. Like, they're like, they're getting pizza? Oh, we're getting pizza in a large television. We're going to have Halo 2 LAN party. They're like, oh, they're going to have a Halo 2 LAN party? Well, we're going to have a Master Chief helmet as a giveaway. I mean, we were all trying to win. And it's funny because, like, the manager... Oh, I got big. The manager at EB Games, you know, he still works for GameStop. And, you know, after, you know, when we got bought out, we both started working for each other. So there was no more rival. But me and him still talk about it. I'm like, man, remember when Halo 2 came out? We were all trying just to one-up each other. Yeah, slowdown's never fun. Oh, shit. I gotta drink my drink. Didn't mean to hit the home button. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, and there was one time it wasn't. Like, I remember the first time I went to EB Games. It was before we had them in my town. We had them like 2 hours up. So. And I bought a copy of Bushido Blade too. I was so stoked about that. I was like, man, this store is cool. Then we got one, and then GameStop ended up buying it. And for a little while, like, our mall had pretty much two GameStops for like a year or something like that. It was weird. It was very, very strange. Because it was still like by then Babbage's got their name changed to GameStop, but EB Games was still EB Games, but it was owned by the same people for a little while. It was very, very strange. Oh my god.
Thank you. Okay.
Oh. That was cool. But yeah, I've been wanting to play the Little Gator game. I've been wanting to play that. James, actually, James Gruesome, me and him were talking the other day, and he was just like, man, he was like, sometimes I just get a little bit of money and I just buy a bunch of really, really cheap Switch games. he's like shovelware. He just like, I just do it, and he's like, sometimes I find some really good games. So he sent me some eShop points. Go buy some like cheap weird games. I'm like, all right. So one of the games I did get was a game called Little Gator Boy, or like Little Gator Game or something like that. But you're playing as this like little alligator, and you know, him and his sister used to like play outside, and it's like a Zelda type of game, and his sister's like older now, and he's trying to make her like, you know, remember what it was like to pretend and stuff. It looks like a really charming little game. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. I did pre-order Metroid Prime the Physical Edition. Microplay. Yeah, we didn't have microplay. I'm trying to think of like other places that we had video games. I mean, other than like KB Toys and Toys R Us, Target. Like, it's funny because I vaguely remember Radio Shack selling games. I remember that more during like the beginning of the 16-bit. So I do remember seeing some TurboGrafx at Radio Shack. That was really like, that and KB Toys was like the only places I really saw TurboGrafx 16. But yeah, Radio Shack, Circuit City. God, man. I remember my my brother-in-law at the time buying an HD tube television. I think Rich from Review Tech actually reviewed these things. They were like tube televisions, but they had HDMI cables, and he had the HD DVD, and he was like, "Oh man, this is gonna be the future right here." Like, he was on Team HD. He didn't want to do the Blu-ray. So funny. Oh man, let's go. Yeah, Radio Shack got to a point though where, like, before they closed down, I liked it because they sold a lot of stuff that you just couldn't find anywhere anymore, like cassette tape components and stuff like that. But then they started like charging so much money for it, and I'd be like, yeah, it's too expensive. This is a weird little guy. I don't think I've ever went this far in the game. Like I said, Metal Slug games, like, I've beaten a couple of them, but a lot of them I would like play until I die, and I would get frustrated and like play something else. But I'm gonna try to go through this whole game. I think there's only like probably what, 6 stages. Little robot thing, like some Hideo Kojima shit right here, dude. This is like screen caps for like the new Metal Gear Solid remake. James Valdo, Ohio. Yeah, HD DVD, like, that was like, it was kind of cool because it was almost like VHS versus Betamax, you know, like it was like he was Team Betamax instead of Team VHS. How I always thought about it. Yeah, like, I think he got like 300 on HD DVD. He had the HD DVD player. Like, he didn't have a you know, because I believe there was like a yeah, there was an Xbox 360 like add-on, like drive or something like that you were able to watch them. Oh, I'm a zombie. I'm like, where am I at? Oh, okay. God. I'll tell you something else. I'd always like to get like one of those, like the VCD, like the VCD players, like for Dreamcast and Sega Saturn, like really low quality digital videos. it was like right between DVDs and Laserdisc. You had VCDs. I'd love to have like one of those and get some rinky-dink movies. Whoa, she's like throwing up blood. That's crazy. Really, this is getting kind of choppy, man. Not gonna lie. Getting tough to play. There's so much going on. I didn't mean to kill those guys. Those guys are trying to stop the zombies. I mean, I know they're bad, but... Yeah, HD DVD. I think I've watched them like film, like media guru YouTubers and stuff, and I think they've talked about how like, in reality, Betamax was actually better than VHS, and some people have even said that HD DVD, some of the early ones were actually a lot better than the Blu-rays, but don't quote me on that. I just remember when he was working at Circuit City, and we were watching Star Wars: The Clone Wars. We were watching that scene with Count Dooku and Yoda fighting on VHS with component cables on his like home surround sound system, which was like 6 big ass speakers in a little apartment, and thinking it was like the coolest freaking thing ever. I remember that. Boy. Whoa, this is like... I had no idea that Metal Slug got so dark. It's been a long time. Like, I forgot, like, the enemies started getting more and more, like, sci-fi. This is crazy. This is cool, though. Oh, it's the Iron Giant. I gotta kill Van Diesel. So did you guys see the Tetris trailer? Looks pretty cool. I almost did a, I was going to do like a live reaction, like start the show showing the trailer, but I was like, I'll probably get copyright struck by Apple or some shit, because it is Apple TV thing, so I didn't want to chance it. Not the same as doing a video. At least the video you can kind of know ahead of time. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I mean, it looks really serious. I mean, I love the ending. Ending of the trailer has the OG Nintendo president, like someone playing him, and I don't know, the guy who's playing them looks familiar, but looks a lot like the president, like looks a lot like him. I was like, dude, that, I don't know, I got the same goosebumps seeing him as I did Michael Keaton as Batman. I'm like, holy shit, that's so cool. Because, you know, they talk about the Game Boy and everything like that. Oh no, I'm a zombie. And I'm out of blood vomit. Oh my god. There it goes. That was bad. I think there's like 6 missions. I think.
Mission 5, start.
I always love that animation when they like flap their arms. And speaking of places closing down, so I had this like, there was like this Italian pizza sub place up the road by my house. It was called Crazy's Pizza. And the food was all right. I mean, it wasn't bad. What was funny, it was actually the old location of our Blockbuster, but they actually had arcade there. I mean, not like a full-blown arcade, but a couple of cabinets. But they did have a 4-game Neo Geo mini cabinet. And if I knew they were going to shut down, I would have really tried to see if I could have got that Neo Geo cabinet. Yeah, it's the story behind Tetris has a lot of stuff going on. It's a very interesting story. I mean, 'cause that was back still when like you had Soviet Russia, and you know back then they didn't even have Nintendo. They had like this bootleg Nintendo in Russia. I forget the name of it, but I watched a documentary about it, and it was really, really cool. It was an interesting story. I want that treasure chest. I'm supposed to. I feel like I'm missing something. The fuck? Oh shit. I'm like, what's going on? Babe 2 guys. Am I dying left and right? Why won't you die? Oh my god. You take a couple of hits. Yeah, that's right. It had the elephant logo. I was trying to think of what animal. I was thinking, at first I was thinking kangaroo. I'm like, no. But yeah, it was an elephant. Yeah, they have a documentary about it on YouTube. Like this one Russian YouTuber I watch. He's in Georgia now. He does a lot of stuff about Russia and covered that, and it was really, really interesting about, you know, they couldn't have stuff like that over there. They just made bootleg. Kind of like what they're doing now with all the sanctions and everything. Like they have like their own, now they have their own like McDonald's and Starbucks, and it's weird. Damn, I just totally like cut that dude's face. Oh, come. I guess I can't. Oh yeah, I can. Sweet. Oh no. Hey, I get it back there. That's cool. Thank you. One favor left. I'm telling you, the more I see that Super Mario Brothers movie, the more I see about it, the more excited I get. You know, I'm kind of thinking, and I think I'm not going to claim credit for it because I think someone may have said it before, and now it's just like subconsciously in my head now. But you notice, like the last trailer they had at the end when he's in like the go-kart and he goes woohoo, he does that. I wonder, because they said that Charles Burnett is still going to do, like, he's still going to make a cameo or something like that. I wonder if, like, they're going to push that high-pitched Mario voice, like, when he gets really excited or really mad. Like, he sounds like that. I don't know. It would make more sense. It'd be like, okay, well, that's why, yeah, when he Yeah, because, you know, every time he talks, he's excited or mad. So. Hey, what's up? Playing some Metal Slug. Did you see the Tetris trailer? Yeah, you know, I'm wanting to go live a lot more often. I figured out how to actually schedule my live streams, like on YouTube. So that's gonna make it a lot easier for me. But I have a couple of videos I'm working on too. I'm doing the last little touches on my top 5 games that define the Sega Dreamcast, and a review on the Ambernic 280V. And I have another episode of Play and Tell that I'm working on, but I don't want to do a new episode of Play and Tell until I play these next couple of games that I have under my radar. Mainly Metroid Prime, the remaster. I haven't played it yet. I did pre-order a physical. I was a little scared at first. I was getting a little worried. It was getting out of stock kind of fast. I wasn't too thrilled about that. I'm like, oh. But I actually ended up pre-ordering it from Best Buy. Yeah, that too. I think they're going to do it. I think they're going to do like, oh god, I think they're going to do a really good job. I really think this is going to be a good movie. Oh god, that's tough. There it goes. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing. I forget the name of the actor, but whoever's doing the voice of Luigi's perfect. Like that's a good Luigi voice. Chris Pratt. This sounds like Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt plays Chris Pratt in Chris Pratt movies. He's just Chris Pratt. Like I watched Chris Pratt when he first started in a little sitcom that was, I believe it was on the it was on like the WB or something like that. It's called Everwood. It's actually a really good like sitcom, like Seventh Heaven kind of show. But yeah, that's where he started. He acted exactly the way he acts now. It was just Chris Pratt. Yeah, Charles Day. Charles Day he's gonna give Luigi some justice. But regardless, it's nice that we're getting like video game movies that are actually relevant to the source material. Like even like Sonic the Hedgehog, I mean that was really good. Like that was a different kind of take, you know. It was kind of like a buddy cop movie in the beginning, but then it kind of morphed into its own thing, and I really liked Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Sonic the Hedgehog 1 wasn't bad, but 2 was just really good when they had Knuckles, they added more like Easter eggs, and this is almost like an Into the Hunt Easter egg right here. That game's hard as shit. I had that on the Switch as well, and I love my shooters, but Into the Hunt has some very, very terrible moments. Yeah, I was actually thinking about that the other day, about the new Mortal Kombat movie, and it wasn't bad. I like the different approach they had with it. I wasn't really a big fan of the dude that was kind of like the Mary Sue that had plot armor. he was like the least interesting person in the whole movie. Everyone else, like, kind of like Kano. I love that Sub-Zero was almost like a slasher movie at some points with how Sub-Zero is chasing people. Ooh. Final mission. Okay, give me one moment. I'm gonna drink my coffee. Catch up in the chat. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. I like Parks and Rec too. I never really watched a whole lot of episodes of Parks and Rec, but I did like it. Did you guys ever watch yeah, I wasn't gonna say it. I was gonna say that Parks and Rec was originally going to be an Office spinoff. And there was also another Office spinoff that was actually a soft pilot towards the end of the season that they were going to make that was going to be based off Dwight Schrute and The Farm. It was going to be called The Farm. That's why you had that one episode where it was like all about his farm and like meeting his cousins and all that stuff. But it was like one of the most worst rated episodes of The Office. So they totally just nipped it in the bud. They were like, yeah, we're not making a show about this. I mean, I can live with or without Charles Marley doing Mario. You know, I mean, I know some people like it just really bothered them that he wasn't the voice of Mario, but I was like, man, I grew up with like the Mario Super Show, like Captain Lou, and this is what a lot of people don't talk about. I remember having conversations and people talking about how like they liked Mario back when he didn't talk. I remember people being like they couldn't stand that wahoo hoo hoo. Like it made it feel more kiddie. You know, it made it feel more like a kid's game. Because like who else did we have that would talk like that? We had like Elmo and Barney and Mickey Mouse. I mean it's kiddie. But when you're like a teenager, you don't want to play that sort of thing. So I mean I didn't care. I loved Mario. But I knew a lot of my friends that would like not want to play a Mario games. They're like, yeah, that's the games for babies. I like to play Doom on the PlayStation. Duke Nukem. Nothing wrong with those games, by the way. But you know, that's how it was back then. Yeah, that's a good point too. I and I think I think a lot of you guys can agree with me with this. It's going to be a dark day when the voice actress of Goku passes away. Because she does the voice of like Goku, Gohan, Goten, and she's done the voice since the beginning. Like me, and she's getting up there, and I hate to say that. Whenever she passes away, that's going to be a big hole. I would say it's like right up there with Kevin Conroy as Batman. There's just some voices, just like actors, you know, that like once they're gone, that the character's not the same, you know. It hasn't hit me yet about Kevin Conroy. It hasn't hit me yet until like they come out with another Batman animated series or not series, but another movie, and finding out that not Kevin Conroy. Fuck. If anything, it's gonna make it really weird. Is I don't know if you guys have been following James Gunn's 10-year plan with DC, but he said that the actors he's gonna hire for like Superman, Batman, they're gonna be in everything. They're gonna be in video games, animated movies, and it's all gonna be like a cohesive thing. Wow. Like, whoever signs up for that 10-year plan for DC, they're in for some work, dude. Just think about it. They're like, oh, yeah, I'm going to be in the new Batman movie. Oh, and there's going to be a Batman video game. And, oh, yeah, there's going to be, you know, a DC offshoot prequel I got to make a cameo in. Oh, it's going to be a lot of work. Be a lot of work. Yeah, he did do the voice of one of the dragons in Skyrim. He was also, what was that documentary? It was like a video game documentary. Look at this. Yeah, it was like off the screen, but I had to kill him. But no, it was like that video game documentary on the Netflix. Oh shit, I'm Diddy Kong. And sorry, just the way he was walking was cracked me up. What talking about? I can't remember. I really can't remember what I was talking about. That threw me off. I wasn't expecting that. And that always threw me off. Like even as a kid, oh my god, I used to hate that as a kid when I would watch a show. Like it was a live action show, and they'd make a cartoon based off the live action show, and they'd have like a voice actor that sounded nothing like the person that was in the movie. That used to get on my nerves. Or they would sound like a parody or an impression. Like a great example would be Ace Ventura. Great movies. I love the first and second movie. They never made a third. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. But they did do a cartoon. Cartoon sucked. Why? Because the guy who did the voice of Jim Carrey sounded like somebody doing an impression of Jim Carrey, which back in 1995, everybody did impressions of Jim Carrey. Everyone did. And not everyone was good at it. Nuts. Oh, wow. That's what I was talking about. The Netflix documentary. He's the narrator in it. He's actually he's a very talented voice actor. Just a lot of people just think of him. They hear Mario and that's him. But I am really looking forward to what DC is doing. I'm not gonna lie, like I haven't even watched the new Ant-Man trailer, and I was starting to get back into Marvel, but after hearing this stuff with DC, and I saw Ben Affleck's Batman in blue and gray, and I was sold. I'm like, dude, like I don't care about Ezra Miller. Like I think most people are going to be seeing the Flash movie just to see Keaton. I mean, I wonder what they're going to do with the Flash character, because it's supposed to reset the universe, and we'll have to get another Flash. But, yeah, I just don't really care too much. And a lot of people are talking about this whole Batman Beyond thing. Is that going to happen, or is that still like fans pandering? Because I haven't heard anything really about it, so I don't think it's going to happen. I could be wrong, but I mean, like with Batman Brave and the Bold following Batman and Damian, I don't think they're going to try to do another Batman with Batman Beyond. I don't think they're going to do that. And there's a rumor that there's supposedly going to be another Batman in that movie. They don't know if it's going to be an old, like a throwback Batman, which would be, at this point, would be either George Clooney or Christian Bale, or if it's going to be the new actor that's going to be in Batman Brave and the Bold. So that's a really good question. Not going to be Robert Pattinson. That's totally different thing, which I'm glad they're doing that. I'm glad they're doing like the whole like Elts world with the Joker, and they just actually released a new picture of Lady Gaga with Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker. Looks really cool. Looks really cool. Yeah, see, I haven't heard anything official either about the Batman Beyond thing. So, whenever people start talking about like, oh, you know, they're bringing back Keaton because they're going to do Batman Beyond, I just roll my eyes. I'm like, I really think he's just doing this. He's probably going to get paid so much money, and he's in his 70s. I'm not trying to sound terrible here, but what's going on? Oh, I've been talking with you guys so much, I haven't really been paying attention to the game. Look at all those Zaku's in the background. But yeah, I don't think Keaton's gonna be doing a whole lot other than this little thing. I mean, he was gonna be in Batgirl, but that got canned. Yeah. Oh man, now he's a cyber guy. I forgot I have bombs. I need to start throwing some bombs in his face. Boom, boom. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And take his gun.
Heavy machine gun.
Didn't take it. Dr. Wily. Every game had like that crazy mad scientist, I'm telling you. But yeah, I'm looking, you know what I'm looking forward to the most? The new Flash movie with Michael Keaton. New Michael Keaton Batman toys. Let's be real here, guys. We all love toys. Yeah. I actually have, give me one moment. Look at this, look at this. Move my microphone. Show you guys something that I have. Okay. Look at this, guys. Got it for $5. It's the OG 1980. You know what? Let me just do this. On and make sure I push these buttons at the right time. Look at that. Isn't that freaking awesome? I've wanted to open it so many times, but I haven't yet. I'm gonna eventually open it, by the way. I really like the packaging, but I'm gonna end up opening it. Anyway, let's get back to the game. Chat back up. All right. Yeah, I went, you know, it was funny. I bought it at this, it was like a little thrift store. But the thrift store was pretty much this guy that had all this shit that his wife wanted him to get rid of. And he didn't want to put it on eBay. For some reason, he didn't want to put it on eBay. So he rented this space out, and it was a thrift store of stuff that he had. And so I remember I bought that Batman for $5 in the case. What's up, Retro Bro? And I also bought a smashed up box copy of E.T. He had a couple of other Atari games. Oh, by the way, guys, Retro Bro did his first review on a pretty cool game, Vengeful Guardian Moonrider. You guys remember I've streamed that a couple times. John picked it up, and it's a really good review, man. Like I'm looking forward to like more of your reviews. I think you do a really good job, you know, narration and the way you progress everything. It's really, really good, man. So you guys definitely check that out. I know how much work goes into making reviews, and it's crazy because reviews are like, it's evergreen content, but at the same time, like, it's, if you don't put those reviews right when the game comes out, it's really hard for it to grow sometimes. So like anything, you can get discouraged from it. I had to stop doing reviews for a little while because I was like doing all those review codes, and I still get copies and still do reviews like that sometimes. You know, it's like I'm fighting a Dalek. But it took the fun out. Like I honestly, and more power to all my friends who do this, but I have friends that they do so many reviews. It's like every month they have like 8 games they're doing. I can't do that. And you know, and that's the thing, man. That's what I love about doing my videos. I'm always trying to like recommend something. I'll find a game and I'm like, man, I need to freaking play this. And I think that's one of the reasons why I love live streaming too, because of course we all know Metal Slug, but oh, come on. Metal Slug's just good stuff. Yeah, you get burnt out so quick, especially when you're like trying to finish the game and you're trying to review it, you're trying to get it out, and sometimes the companies, they send you the games with like no time to play it. Like that's my biggest pet peeve. Any PR companies are watching this stream, which I very seldom doubt it. I don't think anyone's actually watching, but you know what I mean. Like, if you send a review copy, don't be like, hey, the embargo is going to be lifted in 2 days, because some of us, yeah, we have other jobs, we have other lives. We can't just, you know, I can't call out of work by, hey guys, I can't come into work today because, you know, Soft Shovel Burn, this indie game studio, sent me, you know, Flaming Armpit Spaceship Battle, and I gotta call out of work for that. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, we understand, Xander. You gotta chase that algorithm. That's right, brother. It doesn't happen that way. So that's one thing I liked about, like, big shout out to NIS of America. They're great to work with. Because they had realistic deadlines. They'd be like, hey, here's a copy of Ys 8. We're going to give you a couple weeks to play it. Awesome. You know? I think I just beat Metal Slug. No? I'm just going to have to drink some Mountain Dew on that. Yeah, oh yeah. That would piss me off even more, man. When they would, when I would like apply to get a game, and like, it'd be like I wouldn't get it, and then all my other friends, they'd have it, and they'd be putting out their reviews, and then right when they're putting out the reviews, all of a sudden I'm getting an email. Oh yeah, we had some leftover codes. Here you go. The embargo's in like 4 hours. Have fun. But it hurts your channel so much. Because if you don't get that, you know, recommended feed, you're fucked.
Mission complete.
Woo woo! All right, just mission all over. I beat. How many times? I continued 59 times. I captured 7. Oh man, that Slopes documentary was really fucking good. It was really good. You know what I like the most about Slopes video is I like how I like how fair it was. Like, it wasn't pro Amico, it wasn't anti Amico. He was just like, he was like how I am about it, because I have friends. I mean, obviously, I have friends who were really excited about that console, and I knew people that were thinking it was just going to be a scam. You know? I was just like, you know, if it comes out, I'll get one, you know? Once the price went high, that was a little crazy. But the overall idea that the Amico had, it was a cool idea. It was definitely something a little different, and I love like little indie niche stuff, so I would have been all about it. Unfortunate, but yeah, the Slopes documentary was really good. It goes by so fast. It's just like that other Tommy Tallarico documentary, the Oof one. You know what? I like Lord of the Rings, but that Slopes was pretty good. It's like the Snyder cut. Hell yeah. All right, guys, what I'm going to do, I'm not leaving. Don't worry, I'm not leaving. I'm just taking a quick smoke break. But when I come back, I'm going to figure something out. What I'm going to do is I'll just cycle through some games and see what we can try out and play. But yeah, I'll be right back, guys. we want to talk some Amico. All right. Yeah, you know, I was looking forward to the console. I'm not gonna lie. I was curious about it. I really think Tommy was your basic narcissist that really snowed over people. I really think that happened. I feel really bad for a lot of people that fell victim to Tommy. Tommy was a piece of shit. Terrible. Right, let's play some Mario. Where were we? And I've been like obsessed with this game. I'm not gonna lie. Been playing it a lot on the fucking call it my handheld, my Embernet. Putting it on there. Oh, look at that! Look at that little backward slide. Oh, the emulation on this is actually really fucking good. Like games play really well. Like, it's weird. Yeah, Mario is not Neo Geo. That's all I put Neo Geo and more. Hey, I did play some Neo Geo. Uh, I've been really trying to work on my gaming ADD, where I would like when I first started streaming, I'd be jumping everywhere. You guys remember? Like this time last year when I started doing more live streams, I was just constantly playing something all the time. I would play like a little bit of a game. I'm like, oh man, check this out. I think it's because I was just excited. I was excited to finally figure out OBS and get everything working right. The one thing that I did like about Tommy is I like that he reached out to the smaller YouTubers, but I hate that it's a way for advertising and did all that shady shit. Oh man. I'm thinking about what RPG I would want to do. I was actually thinking about Zelda Minish Cap. I know that's not like an RPG, but I was thinking I'm thinking an action RPG would be a lot of fun to stream to start off with. You know, I think it'd be cool to do like Ease 8 or something like that. Or like Oath of Pangana, because I can get that on. I think I had that on Steam actually. Hey, back here. No. Nope. I wish you could change the filter on the fly though. I will say that because I like being able to change the filter. But you can only do that in the main setting on the Switch. Sucks. Yeah, he was smart. He was smart in the way he did it. And that gave him a lot of YouTubers gave him a lot of publicity. I was scratching my eye. That's one thing I'll say. That's one of my only complaints. I say this as I'm about to die, by the way. That's one of my only complaints about Mario Land 2 is that the bosses are so freaking easy. All right, so we got first coin. What else we got here? I just started. Yeah, let's go after that bird. I think Minish Cat would be fun to live stream because I don't think a whole lot of people played Minish Cat. Cat was a lot of fun. It's been a couple years since I played Cap. I think the last time I played Minish Cap was like on an actual Game Boy Advance. I did have the suit. That was pretty dope. And I had and I remember I bought this controller for when I worked at Babbage's. Cause I actually bought my Game Boy player from my manager because he didn't want it anymore, and he was like, "Hey, you want a Game Boy player for your GameCube?" Yeah, I bought it off of him. I can't remember how much I paid. I didn't pay much, but I remember I bought this controller. It was by Hori. It looked like a Super Nintendo controller. It was great for the Game Boy player. And that controller's expensive now. Like they have like third party, well, Hori's already third party, but you know, other third parties are doing the same mold, I should say, of that controller. But I cannot make this jump. Come on. Motherfucker. I'm not going to rewind, by the way. I refuse to rewind. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Hori. I remember that was the screen protectors I got for my DS. Everyone's like, "Oh man, you gotta get these Hori screen protectors." They were like the best screen protectors to have. Because a lot of people don't talk about it, but man, DS when it first came out, like all the accessories they had for that thing was a hit or miss. It was a lot of screen protectors that were just they were hard to put on. They left a lot of bubbles. They just weren't that great. Oh. I want to get that Retro Fighter for but the N64 Retro Fighter. I want to get the new one that just came out with it's compatible with the Switch. I just don't really like in a lot of or on the Switch because I don't like the button mapping. I know you can remap the buttons, but I just ooh. Yeah, it looks like a really good controller. I like their Dreamcast controller too. Oh shit! I never did get those controllers, but they look comfy. They look like comfy controllers. This is a very interesting stage. I guess it's supposed to be tree sap. I guess that's what it's supposed to be. Boom. Get power up. Ooh, that could have been bad. Oh. No. Wow, that was pretty. Oh, that was pretty nice. Nice little move right there. Come on. Get up there. Yeah. Hyperkin's a hit or miss. I like some of their stuff. Some of their stuff's like okay. I remember like that was like the OG clone consoles and the what was it, the Retron? I remember the Retron 2. I remember it was like, oh, you can play NES and Super Nintendo, and then they were like, you can play NES, Super Nintendo, and Sega Genesis, and you're like, wait, what? And I remember when me and James first started the podcast, I remember the Retron 5 was coming out, and we were really excited about the Retron 5, and it turned out to be a complete disaster. I think, yeah, James ended up getting one. I don't know if he still uses it or not. I think he ended up getting one. I think I ended up canceling my pre-order when they delayed it, and I ended up getting the Neo Geo X Gold instead, which was still just as bad. Ooh. Yeah. I'm not chancing that. Oh. No. What am I doing? And now I'm not going the right way. Yeah. Ah. Yeah, I'm not a big 3-button fan on the Genesis. Like that controller's just always been like really freaking big. I've always liked the button. I like the 6-button controller so much. That's almost what made me want to get a Sega Saturn. Because I was a big Genesis fan. Then I played a PlayStation kiosk and I played like Twisted Metal and I was like, alright, I'm done. Of course, then you had Final Fantasy VII too. Because I got my PlayStation probably like in '98. I remember I got it pretty late because, as a matter of fact, I had gotten my PlayStation for Christmas, and I bought a PlayStation magazine, and they were already talking about the PlayStation 2. And I'm like, son of a bitch. It was almost like those remember those old computer commercials? I can't remember which one it was, but it was like the guy got like the top of the line PC, and he was like driving home, and there was a billboard that was like showing the newer one. And he's just like, ah. That was me. This B. This stage is kind of fun. I like the. I always feel bad for the worm though, man. The worm looks like he's not even bothering anybody. Ooh. Man, I almost got fucked on that one. Oh, you can't kill. Yeah. And see, the Saturn, I like the Saturn Model 2 controller. Not a fan of the Saturn Model 1. I don't think a lot of people are. I don't really remember too many people that were like, man, that Saturn Model 1. Whew. Now I was gonna get another star there. That's cool. Nothing to kill though. Ding. Come on, come on. Give me firepower. Oh, yeah. I've been playing a lot of Game Gear on my handheld. And man, I never really, and maybe it's because I'm playing on a really nice handheld. Like I actually really enjoy the Amberneck. I've been really enjoying some of the games that I've missed out on. Like, there's like there's the Mega Man on Game Gear. It's actually really, really good. Been playing that. The Shinobi 1 and 2 has been a lot of fun. Ninja Gaiden. Oh God, holy slowdown. You know what's weird? And since we're on that topic about, is it just me or does like Nintendo have a certain plastic feel? Like compared to other like controllers, like Nintendo just has this certain plastic. I know exactly what you mean with the Sega controllers. Sega controllers always felt like something always felt a little off compared to like Nintendo plastic. And it makes me sound really weird, but hell yeah, what's up, Live Spiller? Welcome, man. And yeah, you gotta play Mario Land 2. Such a humbling game. I'm happy that people are fine. Like I have a neighbor who has never played Super Mario Land 2, and now they finally get to play it, and I was like so excited to hear about that. Such a good game. Come on. Alright, you got 2 out of 6. 2 out of 6. Now, I'm not doing them in order. Funny, because I just beat this game a couple days ago, and I was like, I need to remember to order so I can just play it the way it's... I don't think that's the way it's supposed to be played. Go ahead and get this moon level out of the way. I hate the moon world. But the moon world does have a cool little Easter egg. The last boss on the moon is actually the main bad guy in the original Super Mario Land. I always thought that was kind of cool. Forget his name, but he's an alien. Yeah, it's a very, like, it sounds weird. Like, when I was saying it out loud, like, Nintendo has a weird plastic. I'm like, man, that sounds fucking weird. Fucked up. Hopefully I can get back on another bubble. That's how you get to the moon. Oh, I think I get to... No! Damn it. I had to go back through. Ah. Try this again. Not a hard stage. Matter of fact, I think you can stay up top the whole time, pretty much. Like I'm doing right now. I really do like the Xbox controller. Like the Series X. Alright, that's all I had to do, guys. Yeah, we're just gonna just fly. I'm trying not to make a balloon joke. It's a very short world, but the stages are a lot longer. But I cannot stand the moon world. Like, that's probably one of my least favorites. That and like the Mario statue world. Don't really care for that one. Oh. Come on. It's like a reverse water world. It's so strange. I'm just trying to blast through it. Oh. Boom boom. I didn't even get a bell, so I kind of fucked myself up with that. I need to scratch my eyelid. But yeah, I do plan on streaming Metroid Prime when I get that in the mail. I'll have to post a certain time. I'm not exactly sure. I know it doesn't come out physically till the 22nd. So I already have it pre-ordered. Hate this so much. Yeah, apparently. Oh my god. You know what it is? I can tell you exactly why I hate this world so much. Because it forces me to play slow. Because I've said this numerous times. When I play platformers, I like to play them fast. I like to just blow through the stage as fast as possible. It's like my own personal speed run. I'm not good enough to actually do speed runs, but I do my own personal speed runs. and like when I'm playing these games, like I wanna just like breeze through it, but now I gotta wait. Guy's throwing his little star thing. Looks like a little cheeseburger. Doesn't he look like a mascot for like McDonald's or something? And the McDonald's, we're open here at midnight. Get yourself a Big Mac scrambled egg McMuffin. Mmm, that's good. Scrambled egg muffin sounds pretty good. Alright, let's get that. Ring that bell. Kinda weird. The moon has like robot pigs. Fuck. I'm gonna use a rewind on this. Fuck it, guys. I'm gonna use the rewind just to see myself die again. Give me one moment. I just want to get through this because I actually want to beat this game. Scrambled egg McMuffin. There you go. Hey, they brought back the steak bagel. I was very happy about that. I love steak and egg bagel, man. Let me tell you. But you know what I hate is I'm like never out and about while like they're having McDonald's breakfast. That if anyone wants to talk about anything that pisses me off about COVID, okay? Before COVID, we were getting oh, Victoria, she's playing Xenoblade. I have to message her about that. But no, before COVID, McDonald's was doing breakfast all day. And then after COVID, when they had to change all their productions, they were no longer doing 24-hour breakfast. That pissed me off because you know what I was doing, guys, and it probably wasn't healthy, so it's probably a blessing in disguise. But I'd get a double quarter pounder with the side of hot cakes. I would do that. Yeah, this is like a water level with a different twist. This is weird. I hate this world so much. Sound emo as fuck. Okay. Yeah. All day breakfast, man. That pissed me off so much. Like, well, maybe they'll bring it back. They still haven't brought it back. And I hate it because, you know, when I'm out and about, by the time I get up and start the day, like, they're not even serving breakfast anymore. Because they stopped serving breakfast at, what, like 10:30? That's so early. Like, it should be, like, 12 o'clock. Like, from like, 10 to 12, it should be, like, super crazy McDonald's time where you can like order breakfast and lunch. Yeah, there you go, Aries. Right on the money. Right on it. Because let me tell you, having McDonald's breakfast and lunch at the same time, it's like bending the laws of gravity. Like, you don't know what it's like to have hotcakes. Like, you know bacon, you know chicken and waffles, right? Look, I went right over that star. That star should be killing me. Look at this. Ooh, no hitbox. Okay, you know chicken and waffles? What about McDonald's hotcakes with chicken McNuggets? How about that? All I'm saying is, don't knock it till you try it. Pretty good. I would wrap the hot cake into the McNugget, and I would dip it in maple syrup. It was delicious. I'll have to catch up in the chat in just one moment. Yeah, see, that's the dude from I'm like Leonardo DiCaprio. I know that guy. That's from Super Mario Land. The bad guy from there. Super easy, dude. I'm saying that as I'm dying. I need to learn to just quit talking shit in games. Whenever I'm like, oh, this is easy, that's when I fuck up. Yeah, there he goes. Finally, done with the moon world. Oh, I miss Cinnabon. We don't have a Cinnabon anymore. We used to have one inside the mall. That was it. I miss Cinnabon. Oh my god. And Dairy Queen. I miss like DK or DQ. No. It's funny because we used to have Dairy Queen. Oh, I hate this world. Let me go ahead and play this one. Let's have Dairy Queen in the mall. They closed it down. At first, it was an Orange Julius. Then it turned into Dairy Queen, and now it's like a bubble tea place. So while I'm kind of sad that it's no longer Dairy Queen, I like boba. So sometimes you gotta get good with the bad. You cannot kill those sharks, by the way. Don't try it. It's a dumb move. Yeah, I haven't had like Dairy Queen ice cream in a long time. I had some of their food right before they closed at the mall. Had like some sort of like BLT thing. It was pretty fucking good. I remember. Okay, you know at Dairy Queen, you know when you get the blizzards and after they make it, they hold the cup upside down. Actually, I did witness someone putting the drink upside down and it falling, and I loved it because it was like some teenager, it was some like young kid that just didn't care anyway. But I just remember they put it upside down and it hit the ground. They didn't say anything. They just turned around and grabbed another cup and started making another one. Oh, I know. We don't have that. What is that kind of place? Sounds like an 80s steakhouse. Remember those? The Weston Sizzlin'. Oh, man, I love Steak and Shake. I don't have a Steak and Shake where I'm at, but when I did construction, I went out of town a lot. I would go to a Steak and Shake, and one time I went to a Shoney's. They had Shoney's in Lumberton. I'm like, holy shit, freaking Shoney's! I haven't had Shoney's in years, and it was so good. Cause you know what? When we went to Shoney's, it was right in the middle of breakfast and lunch, so we had a lunch breakfast buffet. Great. Telling you. Lunch and breakfast food. Breakfast food's just good for any time of the day. Sometimes you just need breakfast. All that just for that. Oh, never mind. I was about to be like, what the fuck, man? Did all that just to get a coin. I think I don't like this, another one of those worlds was like very like maze-like. Trying to get through it. Pot roast is kind of weird. I don't think I'd ever go to a fast food place and get pot roast. That's some like definite like, that's some definite like old people like getting that. It sounds like, yeah, I like to go down to Culver's and get myself a pot roast dinner. God, man, I wish we'd get a Jack in the Box though. I would gain so much weight. If it was a Jack in the Box. I know I'm going in the wrong tunnel. You know it's not that one. What are you doing? That money bag. Yeah, pot roast, like, even like the little TV dinner pot roast. I mean, I remember I got this like frozen pot roast dinner one time, and it was actually pretty good. But that was a rare exception. It was an expensive frozen dinner. It was like one that was like $8. So good. But homemade pot roast, like, I'm telling you, like cooking a pot roast in the crock pot all day while you're at work, and then you come home and like your whole house just smells great. Love it. Boom. Holy shit. That was one of the things I loved about Jack in the Box is it was cheap and it had so much variety. Like I tried so much stuff over there. Like, every time I went to Jack in the Box, I was getting a different menu item. Like, every time. I love the deep diving Goomba. Almost got hit on that one. Oh, there he goes. Slowdown's kind of going to my advantage a little bit. Oh, that was lame. Yeah, this stage is... I guess I'm just getting all the... I didn't realize, when you really think about it, there's a lot of, like, water mechanics to this game. I wasn't thinking about, like, the space stage is kind of water-like. This is a water level. I can't stand them. Oh, wow. Yeah, that was... I'm saving that to put that on Twitter. That was really fast. I hit him like 3 times with the fireball. Holy shit. Oh, I'll tell you another game, a Game Boy game I can't wait for them to release on the Switch Online. That is Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong, the remake they did in the 90s. It's not Donkey Kong Country, it's like the arcade, but it's like the original 4 levels of the arcade, and once you're done with that, it's like 99 more stages, and they're all original, and they're like, it's so much fun. I cannot wait. They're eventually going to do that. I know they'll eventually come out with it. And when they do, like, I can't wait for people to play it. Like, I know some people probably, like, cringe when they go on, like, Twitter and they see someone, like, playing, like, Game Boy and they're like, oh my god, this is so much fun. I love it when they do that. I love seeing, you know, people being like, wow, you know, I've never played this before and I'm having such a blast. Those are always fun posts to read about. Like, I think about it sometimes. Like, if I could go back into a game completely blind, like, just, like, go, Little Miss Sun... What's that movie with Jim Carrey where he, like, erased his memories of his ex? But I would do that with, like, a video game. Like, what game would it be? It would be Yakuza 0. If I could go back in time and be completely blind, like I have no experience, no knowledge of the Yakuza series, start playing 0, that would be great. Well, I think I've mentioned it in a video before, but Game Boy was the reason why I found out, was how I found out Santa Claus wasn't real. I mean, I had my doubts, folks. I had my doubts, but they confirmed it. I remember it was around Christmas time. My mom had gotten me a Game Boy because that's what I wanted for Christmas. She was on the phone with my grandpa, and she's like, "Yeah, I got him the Game Boy, but it didn't come with any games." So I guess she was like wanting him to like help get some games, and shit, wasn't Santa Claus supposed to get me that Game Boy? Yep. How old was I? I was old enough that I was like, yeah, it's not no. I didn't have a house with a fireplace, so right then and there I was like, this is shady as fuck, because like how does he get in my house? I don't have a chimney. Like, oh, the parents let him in. Like, so my mom has to stay up all night because this guy's going around the world to give me presents? Like, what a dick. Here, take your cookies and leave. And drop that Game Boy off while you're at it. And I mean, even if I didn't have hear that conversation, I could definitely say that it was probably, if I would have saw the games that I got from Santa Claus, and I would have definitely figured out it was my grandpa, because he got me 4 games for the Game Boy. And I say 4 games, but there were actually 2 games in each game pack. It was like a 2-game combo, so it was 4 games all together. But it was Defender, Joust, Asteroids, and Missile Command. All Atari games. That's my grandpa all the way. Grandpa was like, fuck yeah, Missile Command. I want to play Missile Command on the go. He was a big Atari fan. His Atari, he didn't have an Atari. Because he also loved a Coleco. He had a Coleco, but it had the Atari 2600 add-on to it. So he was able to play Atari 2600 games on his Coleco. And it was like a Coleco from Sears. It was like the Sears model. Because, back then, all the companies were making their own, like, Ataris. And, like, Sears did it. I think he had, like, Zenith. Like, I think they made some. And, I mean, just really interesting stuff. He comes through the toilet. Santa Claus is coming. It's like Santa Claus or what is that show? The Ghoulies. Remember that? It was like the Gremlins, but they came out of the toilet and killed people. I can't remember what it is that smashes those blocks. Oh. Oh, that was kind of nice. Oh, that wasn't nice. You always think it's kind of weird that, like, some Mario games, the Bullet Bill, it's his mouth, and in some games, it's his arms. You ever notice that? I remember Super Mario All-Stars, they added an animation that he was moving his arms, but I thought he was moving his mouth, and I thought that was really cool, actually. As cool as this little trick. Oh! You can't do that all day. I'm getting distracted. I'm almost done with this game. I need to concentrate. Oh, I could have got a 1-up. Oh well. Get that bell. I thought I was... No. No, sir. The fuck? Alright. And we're almost done with this game. I was sitting there and I was thinking, you know, because this is Super Mario Land 2. Super Mario Land, Mario went to this, like, place that wasn't the Mushroom Kingdom. I feel like Mario kind of took over this land, and he built the big castle. Then Wario, like a crackhead, and he's squatting in Mario's castle. He won't get out, so I gotta get these coins, get back in the castle, stop Wario, and get my house back. I need to get back in working order before Princess Toadstool comes back from a golfing tournament. That's what I think about the backstory of Super Mario Land 2. It's like totally cool. It does look like a knife. No, it's supposed to be like one of those little Native American feathers. Keep giving it to me. You know what's crazy is I've went through this whole game. I've only killed like 49. 50. Killed like 50 bad guys. 3 little pigs. Man, firepower is like OP as hell, dude. Oh yeah. Guess the last one. Pumpkin World. And off to my castle. My favorite world in the whole game. For that reason only. Well, not only, but I love the Goomba with the hockey mask on. Makes me think of like Splatterhouse. Oh, I knew I was gonna get hit there. Shit like that happens. Holy shit, I have 22 lives. I just looked how many lives I have. Not bad. Stop trying to do that little trick. That's like another thing I'll do when I'm playing like platforms. I'll try to do like little little moves and see if I can. Oh no! See if I can like execute it. That. Ooh. Oh. What I like about the Mario Maker 2 or Mario Maker games, like those stages where you just have to think really quick and go through the stage as fast as possible. I love those stages, dude. Those were always my favorite. No! Kid Dracula made a cameo. I wonder what happens if you get 999 coins and spin it at the little thingabobber. But let's try to do that. I've actually never done that before. I have no idea what that does. So, not only we're going to beat the game, but we're going to get 999 coins. Come on. There you go. That a boy. Go down that pipe. Okay, and this sprite, Does he have two eyes or just one really fucked up eye? What do you guys think? I think he's got two eyes. It sounds to look at it, and it's like he's got like a eyes like that. I don't know. Oh, I missed the extra life. Too bad, so sad. Oh. That though. That was evil. Another game I want to play on the Game Boy on the Switch. Actually sit down and play. It's Gargoyles Quest. I used to have it on the 3DS from the eShop. All right. Almost done with this world, and then we gotta go and fight Wario, which the last castle in this game is like a lot of fun. And it's probably it's the hardest. Like, Wario's not that hard, but his castle, it's pretty challenging. It took me a couple of tries. It was really cool because with my Ambernick handheld, you know, I bring it with me to work, and I like every time I'd take like a lunch break or something, I'd have it in sleep mode. So like when I come back from my break, I just turn it on and I'd start right back where I was. And it took me like 2 breaks to finally beat Wario's castle at that time. Oh fuck. It took me a little while to beat his castle. Hopefully it won't take me as long this time because I kind of know what I'm getting myself into now. That. Ah. Question is, can I get 100 coins or get to Wario's castle? I wonder how many coins are actually in a Mario game. Oh, I'm trying to get the 999 coins, which it's more than 100 coins, but you get what I'm saying. Get those coins so I can see what's behind the 999 thingy bobber. There's like a little store that you can go into and buy like power-ups and stuff. And they all have different values, and there's one that's 999. I don't think I've ever gotten it. And maybe it's a power up to get through those blocks that I can't freaking get through. Ooh, that's one way to get some coins. Go. And a power up. A lucky day. Oh, there's that one coin. Fuck. Oh, damn it. Okay, let's go. Screw that last coin. Nice. Oh, yeah. Welcome to the chat, Chris. Hope you're having a good evening. Playing, just got done with some Metal Slug 4. Went ahead and played through that. Now we're about to, I think we're about to beat Super Mario Land 2. This is the last world, last stage before going to Wario's castle. The brooms always make me think of Fantasia. Ooh, holy slowdown. Oh, that's evil. Oh, that's even more evil. I swear, if he's there, pissed. Son of a bitch. Whatever. Puzzle with. Oh, fucking hell. This is Switch. I did, you know, I last stream I was playing this on the Pi with the fan ROM. It was like fully colorized. That's still my preferred way of playing this game, but I will say the emulation's really good on the Switch. Oh, why did I fucking do that? Does it let me keep the coins? Hey, it lets me keep the coins. That's what's up. We'll skip that part. This. All right. Oh yeah, it looks really good. Like, I was actually really impressed with how GoldenEye looked on the Switch. Like, that was actually really nice looking. And Sin and Punishment, Wave Race, man, Wave Race looks so nice. Look at that, guys, 999 coins, yay! All right, let's not fuck up. Yeah, that happened. I need the oh wait, firepower. Firepower. Yeah, I am definitely making that into a short. Oh, I'm definitely making that into a short. Cause that was terrible. What one was it that had the I think it was this one that had fire flower. Yeah, there you go. I need to keep that. Oh my god, that fire didn't really do anything on her. Not like that one, what was it, the bird? I just shot like 3 times the fireball and it just died. Alright. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see what's on the 999 reward system. Then I want to take a short break because I gotta go to the bathroom and get some more drink. Then we're gonna go ahead and go through Wario's castle and then call it a night. I think that's what we're gonna do. I think that's how it's gonna happen. So I do want to thank you guys again for joining me tonight. It's been a freaking blast. Let's see what's behind. Oh, 20 up. Oh, I hear ya. Hope you have a good night. I should be getting some sleep too myself, but I gotta finish this game. It's always great to have folks jumping on, man. Like, I'm so happy. Like, I'm always kind of, where am I going? I'm always kind of, I'm always worried, like, I'm gonna get on stream, like, no one's gonna be there. And I talk. That's the thing, as I talk. And I just, like, talk to myself for, like, an hour. No one will be there. I always get scared about that. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna be right back. And then we're gonna go ahead and take over Wario. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the castle that has a stupid opening, which this is the only time I'm gonna be using rewind. I won't be using rewind, I'll be using save states. Can I do that? And here's why. And the reason why I say that. Oh, you can. Okay. The reason I say it's because every time you die, you have to watch this like little animation of him going back through the portal thing, and it's annoying. Anyway, I'll be right back, guys. What's up, guys? Welcome back. So, we are at the end, folks. We are at towards the end of the stream and towards the end of Super Mario Land 2 Legend of the Six Golden Coins. Is it Legend? I don't know. The legendary game. This is a really fun castle. I'm actually getting a little relaxed now. I'm like, okay. Helps that I played this. Whoa! Prior. Damn, that was stupid. Oh, no, 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 don't go back. What the deal? Or he was like, alright, I'm out. He's like, alright, I'm done, man. We had a good run. This is why I'm using yeah, I'm saving that because I don't want to have to go through that every time he dies until I get to a halfway point. There is a halfway point, so I think that's the key. Make it to the halfway point. Better yet, beat the castle. Yeah, that's not how you do it. Okay, let's get through this. Very Mario 3. Makes me think of Mario 3 like Battleship or the castle stages. Sure. God, I forgot. Up there. You gotta think this is Mario's castle. It's like, is this his security system? Like, does Mario have like his own obstacle course? Does he? And like, that's why he's in shape, because he you know, parkours in his castle. And better yet, that means that, like, does that mean that Wario beat the castle and he got the coins and was like, yep, this is my castle now? Oh, I forgot about that. Damn it. Ah. God. Nope, nope. Not gonna work. Can't rewind. Nice. Oh. Rolling me. Ooh. Remember when I first witnessed this, I'm like, is this Wario? Like, what's going on here? But there's actually mini bosses in this stage. Now you gotta battle 2 of them. Oh, that was lame. You need power up after that. Yeah, definitely. Here we go. So much more menacing. Wario has really changed. Like, he was funny because he's still kind of derpy. You know, like he's like, I don't know, he still looks kind of crazy. God, quit stomping. Oh, I totally missed. Damn it! I totally missed that freaking bopper. I know you're gonna drop down. Boom. Oh, what the hell? He's really not that hard. Boom. There you go. Wario's done. It was like another slot thing that gave me it gave me 21 ups. Kind of cool. And I think there was another one was like 51 ups. He just throw his shoe at me and like run away as a baby. That's pretty funny. Victory. What I hate about this was they turned the Wario back, the W back into an M, but it looks so freaking off because it's clearly a W upside down. Look at that. It looks freaking weird. I mean, I get what they're doing, but still. Thank you, Mario. Your quest is over. Right, hell yeah. That's 2 games played and beaten the night. Again, I want to thank you guys for all jumping on and having a good old time. I'll definitely be streaming again soon. I think the next stream I'm going to do is I'm going to do a Metroid Prime stream. So be sure to be here for that. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go get some food, get some rest. You guys have an excellent day tomorrow. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. Anyway, guys, as always, thanks for watching. And as always, happy gaming.